This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Lady! 43's the mic. Get that quarterback, D-line! Get that quarterback, D-line!
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Front left, front left.
Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Prosise, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where...
From the 36, Wilson. And an alley. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay. Guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
What's left? Good touch.
Here's Carson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go. Hey, 0-0-0.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
March 43. Here we go. Gun. That's me.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check, 43. Coming to you. Got it. 43 is the mic. In the face. Oh, try. 43 is the mic.
On third down, Wilson. And this is caught by C.J. Procise. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
49, check 49. Check the backer.
Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Here's Flacco. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Mike's 43. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid. 12. Just 12. He's checking. Crash. 43 is the Mike, boy. 4 down. 43. So we got man.
On first down, Carson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Jerry Atauchu brings him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
He's not going to get me. Far left.
Now it's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 17 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Flacco. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Spencer. These 2 teams all tied after 1. They'll run on first down. Lindsey, he's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10.
Spot that. Go. Switch.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
This is Carson, and he is going to lose yardage here. That second down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Push left. Hey, zero.
A second down carry for Procise. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
280. Zebra. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'll go special.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
2
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first down. It's Lindsay, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second and 12, Flacco nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set it.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on third down.
Roger, 5-0. 6-6, bullet hot. Hey, Foxtrot.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Yellow. Gun. Watch the safety creep.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsay. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Flacco. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready! Hot set! Ready! Okay, hot set! Wait! Gun!
They'll try to run with Lindsay, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsay on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Wilson now to throw on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
It's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
I'm here all day. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check it out.
On second and very short, Flacco. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now it's Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Please fatigue. Giving them nothing to touch. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gun.
On second down, it's Carson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Third down and 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's make these babies start.
Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Another run by Lindsey. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They're going with Lindsey. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
54 is Mike. Hey, let's go. Check. Watch 54. Too low,
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Stay on.
Here's Flacco. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Flacco. And this one's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And it's second down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
You draw corpus.
A give running right, Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, 66 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Check, 43. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Seattle. 54 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's get it.
Second down and goal. Wilson eluding the press, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, team 6.
From the gun, Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Flacco's throw there complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
At the Seahawks 28-yard line.
Now Flacco. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Wolfe, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Back it. 51. Mike 50.
Mike 7.
50's the mark.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now it's Flacco. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Andrew Beck there to make the grab. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Motion.
They run it with Carson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
I'll go special. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. It's Alto. 40. Mike's 43. Mike's 40.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like the wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.